Hello, welcome. Absolutely not. I did start a live, and for some reason, it kicked me out of the live for some reason. I have no idea, but I had to start a new one, so absolutely not late at all. I'm just trying to find some textured brushes here. Trying to figure out how I'm going to do this waterfall. Hello, welcome. Have you ever heard of Poppy Playtime? Absolutely. I've never actually played the game though. I've been wanting to, but haven't had the chance to do so. Hello, welcome. Hello, hello. Nice to see that there is a lot of OGs in here. trying to figure out this texture a little bit, considering I haven't really drawn a waterfall, or at least like this before. So I am currently struggling. But I might just restart the whole texture thing all over again, mainly because I just feel like it's not giving waterfall. I'm going to bring up some more references here because I do want to study some of these waterfalls. It's not exactly my type of style, of course, but I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do the flow of the water. I might have to erase some parts around it maybe, but we'll see. I'm mainly focusing on this reference here because I like how the texture is on that, but I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to be able to replicate that. So give me 1 second, guys. Alright, so I found a reference here I might be able to use. I'm not exactly sure yet. Alright, so I have 3 references so far. Keep in mind these are not my art pieces. I found them on Pinterest. Alright. So I'm kind of also liking this texture. This is the reference I just found. I might use that, but I'm trying to figure out what type of brush I could use for this. Yeah, definitely not liking this brush. I feel like I should use maybe a watercolor brush actually for this one. This is supposed to be a watercolored pencil. I kind of like the texture of this, but I don't think I'm going to use it. I might use this texture . I don't know. I'm going to keep this one though. I kind of like the texture of this. Looking for, there's some watercolors here. Mochi, are you stressed? I wouldn't say I'm stressed. It's more like I'm trying to figure out how to do a waterfall and I'm struggling like really bad with it. So, I mean, I'm not stressed. Trust me, guys, I am not stressed. I am just trying to figure out how to do this. So, I'm kind of like studying it a little bit, trying to see how I can get the flow better and also get some more color in there, kind of like how these ones are. So, yeah, I'm struggling, guys. I'm struggling. Alright, let's see some of these watercolors here. I could use something like this. It's kind of giving hair, though, for some reason. I don't know if I really like that. It doesn't look right. This one, for some reason, it's not showing up. This one also is not showing up for some reason. There is so many watercolor brushes, it's unbelievable. That one looks kind of scary, honestly. This one looks scary, like a scary brush. Alright, so I do want to use, like I said, I want to use a watercolor brush. I'm not really liking how these ones are, but we could give it a try, see how it looks. Do you pay for IBS? I'm considering... Well, no, I don't. If you're talking about the premium version of it, I don't pay for it. I am currently using the free version, so obviously I get ads. It sucks, it really does. But it doesn't bother me, I would say. I'm kind of used to it by now. Alright, let's see what we can do with this. So we're going to experiment with some colors here. Yeah, I definitely don't like this brush either. It's just, it leaves a weird look to it for some reason, and I don't like that. I'm sure we'll find the brush at some point, but I definitely don't like that. Or I could also try to maybe space it out a little bit. Do you use a mic or something? It's so clear. I actually don't. I'm just using my phone. Just my phone. Oh, I kind of like that. I actually do kind of like that. Let's see if I can space out just a tad bit. Yeah, we could do something like that. So, I guess one thing I really do like about a lot of these brushes on here is that you can edit them to how you want. I'm definitely liking this brush. I might have to make it a little thicker, actually. Something like that. Or we could try doing a base here real quick. Have to make that a little bit lighter. Maybe not that light, too bright there. Alright. Do something like this. And maybe trying putting that white over it. I can also make this a little kind of like that if I need to. But this brush definitely is not it either. I do really love the texture, and I definitely do want to use this maybe in another piece sometime, but it's just not how I want it to be. Who else stays up all night? Well, you guys know that I do most of the time. Oh, this is a very interesting brush. I could also try, let's see if I can find it here. It wasn't this brush, but I wanted to see what, well, this actually could maybe work a little bit. It kind of looks like, I mean, it's kind of hard to see the texture. Well, maybe from here you guys can see it. It kind of looks like a waterfall a little bit, but I could maybe try to space that out. Let's see what we could do with this brush here. And then I also want to do that grayish color, kind of like how they did when it gets towards the bottom. I think it was a little bit lighter than that though. That looks kind of blue. Or maybe it's kind of like a brown. Let's see. Had a brown, I'm not gonna put that brown. That looks horrible, guys. Who knew water is just so hard to draw for some reason? I think it's hard to draw because it's a liquid. I guess with certain things like water droplets and stuff, I'm able to draw. I'm just trying to, I don't know, I'm trying to learn as I am going with this drawing. Oh no, my pencil just died, guys. I am actually really good at drawing. I could even do realistic portraits. When's the funeral? And sadly, it just died. So we are going to have to do the hard thing and see if I can still do this with my finger for a bit. I'm gonna struggle. I am actually going to struggle. That kind of looks like water a little bit, right? Just a little bit. Kind of. But I feel like it needs more texture to it. It is currently starting to rain for some reason. I don't know why it's raining, guys. It's raining super hard, actually. I'm so random today. I have no idea why. Alright, we could do something like this. Well, let me take this away real quick. No, it's on the same layer. Ah, okay. Well, we'll do something like that, or maybe we can not overlay it, but well, I guess that'll work for now. Maybe I'll work on that a little bit more. Because I still don't think it's giving water for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like I need like more textured brushes, but I don't really have a lot of textured brushes. This could also work too. I could maybe do this towards the bottom. I also feel like I could have maybe accidentally put too much white in it. I feel like there's just too much white. Maybe I should put some more blue in there. It's so hard to draw without my pencil. I feel like I am very used to drawing with that. I don't know, you guys. I like how these look. I like how those look. It's just the main water itself, I feel like it needs more to it. Like, I want to do texture like this, maybe. But, I don't know. I'm just going to keep messing around with it. And maybe at some point I probably will end up getting that texture I want. But I also still have a lot of stuff I got to erase down here. So yes, I just killed the water. I killed the water, guys. Alright, let's see if my pencil has a little bit of life to it. Probably not too much. Alright, let's see. Yes, there's a little bit of life there. So I'm going to I'm going to go to this layer here. And I'm going to continue erasing this for a bit. I don't know if you guys can hear the rain in the background. You guys probably can. But it is raining super hard where I'm at. It sounds like rain. Yeah, my window is currently open. And it's gonna get in the house. You know, funny thing, when I first moved in, I actually thought that I was going to get rain in my room from the window being open, but for some reason I never get rain that comes in my room. Not even on the windowsill itself. It's weird. Oh, that was too big of a brush. Not someone beeping. That's hilarious. Hello, welcome. Add a caterpillar on the leaf. I'm actually going to be adding a lot of insects and stuff like that to the piece after it's done. I'm thinking about adding a beehive or something, kinda chilling out in the area up here somewhere, maybe probably in the tree when I'm done with that. I'm going to add dragonflies. So I have a few ideas. I might also add some lily pads. Oh my lord, I can't speak, guys. Lily pads. I'm going to add some of those as well. honestly think I might just have to change the watercolor because I just feel like it's not really natural, I would say. And maybe that's also another reason why I'm not able to make it look so real. But with the way my art style is, I'm not exactly sure if it's going to look good that way or not. But we can also see how that looks. I have a filter here that changes colors. I'm not exactly, I think it's this one actually. Sadly, I don't think it's just all bright colors. So I don't think I can really do much with that. I could also try doing like this grayish color and work it from there, but I have no idea. I don't know. I'll probably figure it out at some point. Alright, I also want to keep looking through my brushes here to see if I can find something that I can kind of space apart a little bit, like, not like this. I feel like this doesn't really, yeah, definitely not giving. Hello, welcome. There's actually this one guy I was watching earlier, and he drew such a beautiful waterfall, or a beautiful landscape in general. I don't exactly remember what his YouTube channel was, but it was very beautiful, and honestly, I probably would have kept watching him, but I had to hop on stream. I kind of like this brush, but it also needs more texture to the water. I think that's something that is really, really bothering me, and I just can't find a good brush for that. It's kind of getting there. Definitely way better than the other ones I did, but it's not quite there yet. I do want to use this brush though. I like the texture it leaves behind. So let's see. Alright, so up here, definitely gonna need some of that white. And the same thing with on this side as well. Add some of that white. The rain sounds like a broken TV. That is hilarious. I think I like this side more than that side for some reason. I don't know, it's getting there. It is so close. I'm definitely gonna keep what I did with up there and stuff, but I need to find another textured brush for this. Let me just make sure I keep this stuff. There was this one textured brush that was kind of close to what I wanted to do, but not quite. I do want to keep those though. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to test out, let me just keep that real quick. I did not mean to press that. I'm going to use this. Kind of to look like the water is like splashing, sort of. And then I'm also going to use, not exactly sure what brush that was. I think it was the cloud brush. Let me just scroll all the way down here. I believe it was this one. Yep. So I'm going to use this. I'm kind of just gonna like make clouds over here, but not something like that maybe. I'm not exactly sure if I should make clouds over here. That just looks too bright. I don't think it was that cloud brush. I don't think it was this either. Oh no. Actually, this is a pretty good texture. Sadly, it's sideways though. I wish I could kind of like turn it around. I'm sure there's a way I could do that. But it was definitely not that cloud brush. It could have been this one. I don't think I need too much clouds and stuff over here because it's not really touching anything. So this one I'm gonna leave alone. I love how that one turned out. Looks perfect. I love it. So I have to try to figure out a perfect texture for the main part of the waterfall yet, and let's see. I'm also going to do that same effect like I did with these ones. I'm definitely going to do that. Let's see if I can find my beautiful graphite pencil here. And I'm just gonna try blurring that out to see what that looks like. What's up? What's up? I do apologize if I'm not reading everybody's comments. I am definitely in focus mode today. Alright, let's see. Let's bring back... Let's bring back this brush here. It's just like way too light for me. I'm definitely gonna take a break from this for a bit before I actually do crash out, like artist crash out. But Let's see. I'm gonna keep these though. I am gonna keep those, and I will work on the main part of the waterfall probably later on tonight. But I'm going to focus on getting the rest of this erased, especially the rocks over here. Those need to be erased. See, I love art, I really do, but sometimes it definitely does make me want to crash out sometimes. Very valid reason though, very valid reason. I also want to mess around with the rocks a little bit too. I feel like some of it is kind of solid. I want to add more depth to it. They kind of make it look more real, but we'll see what I can do with that. Alright, we have some more over here to erase. Also gotta erase these rocks, and I have to go over them again as well. I also have to reline some things over here, like her strings and stuff like that, but I can't do that exactly yet until I'm done with the waterfall. So I'm not really going to focus on that quite yet. Just going to focus on getting this stuff over here erased. So just certain things over here. I don't know how many rocks I added right here, but I think that's how much I did. Something like that. Put you in time out? What for? For 1 minute. I mean, if you're asking for it, I guess I could. Alright, so Carlos wants to be timed out for a minute. So I'm going to keep these rocks right here the same color, and the reason why I'm going to not erase those ones is because it's covered. So I'm going to keep those ones as is. Just the rocks on the side of the rock, I'm going to continue to erase the color over that. Just working on getting some of this done here. By the way, I won't be live until Thursday. So this is the last live until Thursday. I do have some stuff I have to get done, but I will be working on this drawing here and there. I'll also have the schedule for Thursday put up. Very funny, Carlos. Very funny. I'm also going to have to move my little color dot thing there, my line work color, I would say. Just gotta move this to a spot where I can actually see it, so I'm just gonna put it up there. And I'm just going to have so many layers, and most of them are actually just to see what I could do with them. Just references. Most of them are references. Not even half of it. I think 75% of my layers are references. Alright, so I'm just going to get my reference color here, and I'm going to get my graphite pencil. I'm just going to redo some of these rocks here. Now they look so much better. There's no white peeking through. It just looks perfect. Well, I guess there's a little bit of white, but it's not too much, and that's all that matters. I'm probably going to be on live for maybe a couple more minutes or so. It has already been an hour. The time definitely goes by really, really quick when I'm on live for some reason. I'm also glad that you guys do find my lives entertaining. I try to entertain you guys the best that I can, although sometimes I do go quiet, and I do apologize for that. I also have to fix up this as well. So as soon as I'm done with the waterfall, whenever I get done with it, I'm going to fix that up. So I'm probably just going to keep it like this for now. I will be adding more texture to it after I figure out how to do this waterfall. The lake part is going to be super easy to do. Only reason why I haven't done the lake part yet is because I will be adding like the clouds and stuff down here. And I'm also going to, what else am I going to add, or at least work on today after the live? I'm probably going to, yeah, I'm just gonna mainly work on the waterfall, maybe also the rocks if I can today, but probably not the rocks yet. I am loving the moss. I just feel like it needs some more shadowing in there maybe. And I'm also going to work on the plants maybe as well. But this is what I have done so far. Honestly, did not get much done today, which honestly is very sad. So sad. But, you know, sometimes we struggle. Sometimes we struggle, guys. And I was definitely struggling, and I still am struggling. But I'm going to figure that out. I'm probably going to go study a little bit on the waterfalls right after this and watch many videos, and hopefully I can get this waterfall fully done. So wish me luck, guys. Wish me luck. I know it's not looking like much right now, but we are getting there. I promise. As soon as I'm done with this waterfall, we're definitely gonna get so much more done after this. I mean, the sky, the leaves more, and the trees, and we're gonna get so much more done after that. We're getting closer and closer to being done with this drawing, and I'm very excited for the final piece. Can we all do self-portraits on community? I mean, it's honestly up to you guys. Competition. Speaking of competitions, I probably won't be doing another competition, art competition, until around October time. I have a lot planned for you guys around October time, and I'm very excited about that. As soon as I start getting those September polls up for October, as soon as it's October 1st, I'll have a spooky season art competition for you guys. Alright, so whoever joined today, thank you so very much. For whoever is new, feel free to subscribe and like the live stream. I would love to have you to my community. And I love you all so very much. I'm going to go work on this waterfall a little bit more, and I will be back on Thursday. Either Thursday or Friday, but most likely Thursday. I'll have the schedule posted up for you guys, so go look at that. I love y'all so very much, and I will see you next time.